What's up, Jags? My name is Spencer. I was a golfer at South, and I wanted to share a little bit tonight about my testimony and just how coming to know the Lord and having a relationship with Him helped me in playing golf at South. So I came to know Christ my sophomore year. After my freshman year, um, I was a redshirt. I spent the majority of my time outside of school and practice partying in bars with girls, just kind of gripping onto anything that I thought could satisfy me, or really just doing things that I thought as an athlete, Division One athlete, like this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what everybody else is doing. This is the cool thing to do. And that summer afterwards, I just had a lot of shame about a lot of the things that I had done, and I really didn't know why. It was kind of weird. I was thinking like this is what I should be doing. Like this is what is fun, or this is what most college athletes do. Why do I feel this? But anyways, my sophomore year, I came into contact with Matt Bolger, who led me to Christ, and kind of my whole life shifted to where I was no longer the Lord of my life, but God was the Lord of my life, and I didn't have to grip on to these, you know, sinful things of the world to try to find joy. In the beginning, I still wanted to do these things, and it was hard for me to, choose Christ over these things. But the Lord, through time, just changed my heart, and He gave me a heart of flesh where I used to have a heart of stone, and just softened my heart to His word, and made like I just wanted to not get drunk and not just sin against God. And surprisingly, I thought as a new Christian, I was like, if I don't do these things that I think are fun, like how am I gonna have joy? How am I gonna be like happy? Like I want to do these things, and that's where just having a relationship with the Lord and starting to spend time with other believers, grow in your faith, read the Word, learn how to pray. Um, like that is where true joy, full joy, comes from. And I just know that in my life, before knowing Christ, I had never felt fullness of joy like I did once I came into a relationship with Christ and began to try to live my life obedient to His laws. Um, like His laws actually give us freedom. There's freedom in obedience to God, and that just was so astonishing to me that living my life with Christ at the center of my life and for His glory and not my own actually gave me way more joy than I had ever had in living my life for myself and trying to just accumulate things of this world to make me feel better or, make other people think good things about me. And so Psalm 16:11 says, "You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there's fullness of joy." And that just couldn't be more true. And just that fullness of joy that we get from knowing Christ can't be found in anything of this world. Um, and so that relates to my golf game in the sense that I didn't have to travel all the time to have joy. I didn't have to perform well to have joy. I think it was still just like the Lord obviously wanted me to try my best, do my best, practice hard, be a hard worker, be, somebody that is a leader on your team. But the great thing about it is, you know, my my joy or my attitude no longer wavered with how good of golf I was playing, what the guys on the team thought of me. Most of my time in college, I wasn't traveling on the bus, but having a relationship with Christ and knowing Him and being able to share that relationship with my teammates was something that gave me great joy. Um, and I didn't, it's just, there was so much freedom in being able to play a sport just simply for the fact that it's a gift of God and that God has given all of you the gift of being really, really good at a certain sport, and you can just enjoy it. Just play it for fun, do your best, and knowing Christ will just trump, what we've all grown up in of just like, if you're not first, you're last, or coach, yelling at you if you don't perform well. Um, but yeah, so I say all that to say that just investigating your faith and trying to learn more from Matt or Justin or Jana is just something that I would really encourage you all to do. And just know that when you come into a relationship with Christ, He gives you fullness of joy and He just gives you freedom just to live, to glorify Him and not to glorify yourself. And it's pretty backwards from our societal standpoint, but it really is just where true joy lies. Just in knowing Christ, making Him known, and not living for ourselves. And I think just doing that will give you guys freedom in your sport to just go out and perform and just know that you're doing it for the glory of God and not for any other reason. Glad I could get to share with you guys. Hope you guys have great rest of your seasons. God bless.